This video log is typically exclusive to my Patreon supporters for the first few months. But due to positive feedback, I'm sharing it with everyone now. I hope you enjoy this glimpse into the past. For more current content, consider supporting me on Patreon, link in bio. Thank you. Enjoy. Hi everyone. I'm quite nervous as this is a very new field for me, a video log, Patreon exclusive. Thank you very much for joining up to my Patreon. I hope you find this format interesting. This will be like a 3-minute video showing some stuff behind the curtains, some projects, some explanations, and you will find the final results very often on Instagram or on my homepage or in YouTube. Let's get it on. Thank you very much for joining up. Thanks from the bottom of my heart for your support. Speaking about work in progress, it's always hard to know where to start. I got way too many work in progress projects, but I got some that are more actual and some that are kind of long forgotten in the past and hidden in some cabinets. So I will just go with the flow to keep this easy and simple. Speaking about which, I'm working on my granite terminators. Already painted 3 of them, and I tried to film my painting process, but somehow I'm really bad painting under the camera for a longer time. So I will focus on writing a PDF tutorial about what I've painted there as soon as I'm ready with my own flow and my workflow and my steps. Stay tuned for that. I sorted the cabinet for motivation aspects, so all the granites that are unpainted now had to move to a lower part of the cabinet, while the painted ones will be collected at chest height, you can say, so I can see them properly. This sometimes helps me to keep things in mind and motivated, and yeah. In one of the future videos I will also speak about the conversions I made for the Inquisitor and his Retuine. I will show these different characters and explain them and talk about the thoughts I made on these. Speaking about too many work in progress projects, I do have plenty. My cabinets are full with it, so but I don't stress myself. I still know I have these big frames that I love to finish one day. Here and there I lost a little bit of track on them because some other projects or some coachings, teachings, workshops were more important in that time, but I always know I will get back to these. In the next chapter of this vlog, I will let you know about upcoming YouTube videos I'm working on and editing. This takes a lot of time. I just recently finished one that explains the Massive Voodoo team in a very funny way. It will soon hit YouTube. Let me show you some content of the videos and some explanations below. Of course, this video is a little bit bigger than maybe the next ones because I show you a lot of stuff that I have as work in progress at the moment. I myself, I'm looking forward to see how the next video, the video vlog, will develop, what has happened in between, what was I able to continue and finish. Always remember, I'm a one-man army, so and miniature painting and teaching and bringing projects to an end always takes time. I do have something very special for you. Just recently, someone asked me if I could give more information on my private collection. You know, all the miniatures I myself do and create will be sold to collectors, to museums, into private collections, and this keeps my own cabinets in the studio quite empty with my own stuff. But I have one cabinet that is actually packed with a collection from friends, from miniatures that I bought, exchanged, or got as gifts, received as gifts. So, and these are very dear to my heart, and I thought to myself, every time in one of these videos I will show one of these to you and tell you a little story around it, if there is a story. So let's start with the first one. Story for the first one is really going back very far in 2009. I was selling a miniature on eBay. It was sold to Australia on eBay. I had to ship it to Australia, and I had to ship it to Sebastian Archer. Back then I was a really big fan of Sebastian Archer from Australia. You might know him, won several golden demons, and really amazing painter and very inspiring also on my journey. And he actually bought a miniature from me on eBay. So I shipped that to Australia. I had to ship I made my first international miniature sale ever. I was super nervous. I shipped the model. It was King Morg, sculpted by Alan Carrasco, my version of it. And unfortunately, the miniature arrived completely broken at Sebastian's place. We found out in the end that Custom ripped it apart because they were unhappy about the roots I placed there and the small leaves and flowers. So they ripped it apart and searched for things you are not allowed to import to Australia, which actually are plants and seeds and roots and something like that. Something organic. My fault. Sebastian told me he repaired the model and everything is fine. I was like, I don't feel good about that. So what I did is I did send another miniature with an explanation letter for customs to him as a surprise, as an excuse, you can say. And yeah, I really felt bad. So I had to do this. Sebastian was super happy, and I got a parcel in return. My first international exchange miniature. He sent me one of his Golden Demon winning projects, a Benji that is painted like amazingly, and I still share it in my cabinet, and always she's a big joy when I look at her, and also when I show it to other people. Thank you, Sebastian. I hope you enjoyed that small story. There's always a story and a human being behind a miniature, and I'd like to show you more in the next video log. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed that. Roman out. Keep on happy painting. Bye bye.